Hey guys, I'd like to show you some of the examples of transcripts. Yan, click natin ang present. Alright, so number one example, this is a true verbatim example. So this is how you are going to do it when you are transcribing. So if you know the characters of let's say it has been introduced, like it says here, welcome back, Brad. So you know that the next speaker will be Brad. So you put the name of Brad. If you know like if Steve has been introduced or something like that, so you put that there. Okay? Ayan. So yan, ito ang example ng isang transcript. Look at this part. Sabi ni Charlene, hindi marinig si Charlene, right? It's inaudible. 27 seconds. So you put that. Pag hindi mo naintindihan, pag masyadong medyo unclear yung audio file, you put inaudible. Okay, so that's how you do it. That's an example. That's a perfect example right there. Now, this is an example naman of a sample script with timestamps. So, ayan. So, at 1 second, nag-start si Steve. On the 8th second, nag-start si Brad. 9th, si Steve ulit. Okay, so napansin mo medyo mas matrabaho to, di ba? Kasi nilalagyan siya ng timestamp. So, what you can do, ask the client, do you really need the timestamp? Kasi minsan hindi naman talaga kailangan. They just want the overall transcription lang. But if they need it, then you can charge a little bit higher. Later on, we'll check on the charges ng mga transcription sa Fiverr at sa ibang mga marketplaces. All right. Now, I'd like to discuss this. If there are multiple speakers, let's say, for example, some lima or sampu, like it's a conference, it's like a seminar, or parang it's a talk where a lot of people are talking. Remember, one of the reasons why transcription is needed is that there are conferences, there are people who talk in an event and they want the seminar or the training be transcribed. So if there are multiple speakers, let's say 5 or 10, and the voices seem all same to you. Parang pareho sila ng voice. Parang it's hard to identify. You don't need to put voice 1, voice 2, voice 3 because you could be making a mistake kung sino yung nagsasalita because they all sound the same to you. Alright? So just put female 1, female voice or male voice. Okay? Kung hindi ka sigurado. Alright? I-submit mo naman yan kay client and the client would approve it. Pero kung halimbawa, it's very distinct naman, kung naiintindihan naman siya, then you put voice 1, voice 2, alright? Ang iniwasan lang natin, yung they all sound the same kasi madami sila eh, di ba? They all sound the same, tapos baka yung voice 3, si voice 5 pala yung nagsasabi nun. Does it make sense? Ayan. Alright, so this is an example. So female voice, you're welcome. I'm happy to answer your question. Male voice, I'd like to start with a question. So voice, female, male, female, ganun lang siya. Okay? So just tell the client that they sound all the same. Okay. Now, yun nga, like I mentioned a while ago, if they have distinctive voice, let's say for female, and you can identify naman, very distinct, yung isa matining, yung isa okay naman, you can identify the voices, then by all means, you put female 1, female 2, female 3, female 4. And especially if you are transcribing a video, you can see them. You can see directly sino yung nagsasalita dun sa video, then there's no reason for you to just put female voice or male voice. Okay, you can put speaker 1, speaker 2. Alright? And especially kung pinangalanan sila, like, I'd like to introduce to you Dr. Ganyan-ganyan. So you know that that person that's about to speak is Dr. X. Okay, so you put there Dr. X or Dr. Reyes or whatever. Okay? Ayan. So if you are transcribing a video and you can see them, identify them. If you will only use the generic female and male voice when it's hard to identify the speakers in the audio. Okay, so I hope that makes sense. Are you ready now? We are going to talk about the different tools that you will be using when you are transcribing. I'll see you on the next video.